y'all, what is up, what it do? It's your girl Brittany back better another video. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, like the video, click the bell to be notified of every time I post, because I do post frequently. All right, y'all already know what we doing, so come on, say it with me collectively. We are jumping, we skipping, we hopping, we leaping, we doing a ducky what, or ducky into this video. Click the link down in my description box below to become a paid member on my Patreon. All right, if y'all can't do that, make sure y'all just like the video and subscribe to the channel. Come on, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this video. So in today's video, y'all, we are talking about Miss Fly 9 in an interview that she did on the Drinks and Dialogues podcast. So first of all, first things first, let me say this. The vibes were absolutely there. I love my people. Okay, I just love my people. I love our culture. Like, I really love my people. This gave very much kitchen table talk with your homegirl that you used to be besties with like 2 years ago, but y'all trying to catch up. She trying to show you that, you know, she's elevated in life, and she giving you a little bit of tea, but she's not giving you the full tea. Like, she's letting you know that she had got baptized a few weeks ago, so she's, you know, giving classy shade. Like, and I just loved it. First of all, both of them with the looks, the drinks, the vibes, it was all there. I enjoyed just listening to the podcast. I just listened to it first, and then I went back and took my notes on everything that I want to talk with y'all about. But overall, I thought that this podcast was A1, and it was just certain things that stood out to me on the podcast that I wanted to talk to y'all about. Not everything, but just certain things. So first things first, I want to talk to y'all about Fly 9 breaking down her name as like Fly 9. So obviously the 9 is her government name. I don't know her government name. No, Shay, I do not know her government name, but you know, that's that. But the Fly, she says, stands for finally loving yourself. And I was like, okay, love that. Now I do want to know, you know, what made her say that. You know, I wanted more detail on that, but they didn't even take it that far. But she did let us know that, you know, it's been a journey with her getting to this confident young lady that she is today. So that was the first thing that had me like, oh, okay, like, I love that. I do want more detail. Hopefully she do give us more detail in the future, but that was one thing that stuck out to me. I was like, okay, I know that's right, because you know, like, as you live life, it is definitely a journey to, like, being responsible for yourself, especially, like, as an adult. Like, really advocating for yourself, being responsible for yourself, keeping yourself on track, and, you know, just being responsible for you. That does take a lot of responsibility, and just putting in that time and effort with yourself. So, I really did love that part of the interview. The interviewer ended up asking her, you know, how did she get her start with Now That's TV, which was something I really wanted to know too, because no shade, it just they got a whole bunch of random South Central girlies or California natives, and was just like, okay, I'm gonna put y'all all in here and y'all gonna fight. Like, that's very much so what it gave. But Flana ended up saying the way that she was casted for South Central Baddies season 4 was the fact that one of her fights went viral. Before TV, she was already putting Bill to ass, and you know, she was already known around her city for fighting and styling people. So it was either or. You knew her because she was throwing them hands, or, you know, she was blessing you with her creative styling. So she ends up saying that her fight went viral where she had a wood in her mouth and got to socking on the girl. And mind y'all, I remember seeing that fight. Now, I seen it as South Central Baddies was filming, and you know, some of the T pages started posting old videos of the girls fighting, and that was one of the fights that they did show. I thought that was mad crazy, because she definitely had a wood in her mouth, and Fly 9 was definitely giving that girl that work. Like, I don't know who that girl is, but I know she probably need her lick back, and I know she embarrassed, because the fact that she had a wood in her mouth and just taking you through there like that is insane. When Fly 9 broke it down, she ends up letting it be known that she didn't have to audition. She's never had to audition for any of the shows that she has been picked to be on. She didn't have to audition for anything. Isaiah and them called her up and said, hey, You're here for South Central Baddies season 4. We need you. Yes, on timing. Now, mind y'all, put that in y'all pocket. Put that in your pocket. So, Fly 9 ends up going into a little more detail about her and Knuckles' relationship, because I was like, well, if they just casted you because your fight went viral, how did you and Knuckles get to this part of where y'all getting into it? So she let it be known that her and Knuckles been knowing each other since Sandbox days, aka childhood. Now, she did say that when she was going back and forth with Naj. She did let it be known that she been knew Knuckles. But Sandbox days, she did say that, but I don't know. I didn't put 2 and 2 together when she said Sandbox days. I'm thinking that they just beefing because Knuckles was saying that Fly 9 is not from a certain part of California, and they met each other, like her moving into whatever neighborhood that was, and Knuckles being like, no, you moved to that neighborhood, you didn't grow from that neighborhood, you wasn't born in that neighborhood. That's what I was thinking, but no, it's deeper than that. So they've been on each other since Sandbox days, and Fly 9 basically said in so many words that ever since they was little, the way I'm interpreting it, ever since they were little, Knuckles been picking. Like, Knuckles had been picking. And because Fly 9 never confronted her or never fought her, it was like, okay, I could keep picking at you because you don't know how to stand up for yourself. So I'm going to keep picking at you. I'm going to keep poking the bear. And Fly 9 said one day, the bear said, I'm tired. Okay, so let's run that. Let's get that. Let me show you my claws. Let me show you that I really gets active out here. I never had got active with you because I was trying to keep it pee, but I'm slamming the pee out the window and I'm finna go on, raise up. Like, get up. And I'm not gonna lie to you. I definitely feel as though getting that information and seeing them fight on South Central Baddies, it makes sense why Fly 9 kept going back over there to Knuckles. Because as y'all know, in the beginning, like, and this is no shade, when I watched South Central Baddies, and I watched them first couple episodes, and Fly 9 was getting that with Knuckles, I was like, okay, she was getting her, but it wasn't like standout get her. It was kind of like, okay, a fade right now, but we really waiting on Ivory and Cash. No shade. But every time, like, somebody will take a break, you will see Fly 9 just go over there and just rocking Knuckles. Like, they finna get something to eat. Fly 9, boom, boom, bow, Knuckles. Oh, okay, everybody about to go to sleep, but before you go to bed and put on your pajamas, boom, boom, bow, Knuckles. I'm like, leave her alone. No shade. Like, leave the girl alone. Like, get up off her. But now that we have a little more information, get on her every time. Like, I definitely get it because I was sparing you this whole time because I knew what I could do. And a lot of times, that's how it goes with people who think that they could bully certain people because that person is not fighting them or standing up for themselves. They feel like, oh, you a small fry, I could pick at you. And this makes sense because, like, it's no shade. But as y'all see, I don't know if y'all picked it up yet, but out of really all the South Central Baddie girlies, Knuckles stay having somebody ready to fight her. Like, she was going to court the other day. Somebody said, when we get out this courtroom, it's up. I need that. She went to Piggly Wiggly. Somebody said, after you get your baby stuff, put your baby in the car. I need that in the parking lot. She's getting her hair, her makeup done for her birthday. They said, I need that when you get out the salon. Like, okay, when are they gonna not need that from you? And I don't know, because Knuckles on the TV don't give that she be having a whole bunch of issues with people. Knuckles on the TV give like she a cool girl that, stay out the way. But every time I see Knuckles on the internet, she's in the way. Sway, she's in the way. Like, every time I see Knuckles is always about to get that with somebody. And I'm like, are you not tired? Like, certain days, don't you just want to go out and live your life freely and not have somebody say, hey, when you get out this store, I need that? Because the last fight I seen her in, literally courtroom, they got out, her and the girl both had on black, and they were squaring up saying that they needed that. Knuckles posted it, telling me something, I'm going to get that wherever I go. You don't get tired of that, though? Like, Knuckles, you're getting older, babes. Do you need to, continuously just get that like that? Do you always have to be out there? Like, is that really what you're promoting out here. Like, I get it, you know, it's part of the lifestyle, but like, when are we gonna graduate from that? Like, it's one thing to be on TV, get your money doing that for entertainment purposes, but you're fighting these people for free. For free. I just personally want her to grow from that, because like I said, it's only Knuckles. You know, every blue moon you gonna see Cash get out here with somebody. Every blue moon you gonna see Fly 9 get out there with somebody. Every blue moon you gonna see, you know, everybody little bits and pieces here and there. But most of the time the girlies keep it on the TV. And I kind of want Knuckles to graduate from fighting for free and fight for a check. Simple. Now, the interviewer did let it be known that a lot of people had an issue with him having Fly 9 as his first person to come to interview, which I didn't understand why. I don't know why everybody, you know, had their pennies in a bunch because Fly 9 was getting interviewed. I didn't understand that. But Knuckles was one of the ones who had an issue with that. Again, don't know why. Like, no shade. Fly 9 is hot right now. Like, this is really Fly 9's year. You know, in the beginning of the year it was very rocky, but I feel as though she's finally coming, you know, back to a better space, in my opinion. But I definitely believe this is Fly 9's year. So the interviewer let it be known, like I said, that Knuckles had an issue. But Fly 9 kept it so cool. She kept it so classy. It was not giving hater. She gave Knuckles her flowers. She let it be known that, you know, Knuckles do have a name in their city, you know, and she's not going to speak anything bad on Knuckles. She wishes Knuckles the best. Like, she's not really, you know, finna do all that. Now, let me ask y'all this, because today is the Mean Girls reunion. Now, Knuckles did come. Cash, from what I'm seeing so far, did not attend. Maybe they didn't invite her because y'all know she's quote-unquote banned or whatever. But Knuckles came. Fly 9 is there. Do y'all feel as though they should make amends, or do you think Fly 9 should pay it? Me, personally, I think Fly 9 should just pay it because, in my opinion, I think Knuckles made her bed, you know, let her lay in it. Even if that bed flipped her ass over out of it, I think that they should still let her, you know, sleep on the floor. Simple. My thing is, Fly 9 doesn't gain anything by being cool with Knuckles. She doesn't gain anything by beefing with Knuckles either. I believe that she would be doing a disservice to herself to be buddy-buddy with Knuckles or forgive Knuckles, or, you know, try to make amends with Knuckles, because Knuckles had no problem switching up on Fly 9 when it benefited her. The only time she felt as though she could understand where Fly 9 was coming from was after Cash cut her off. So to me, she should just be done with Knuckles, you know, not have no beef, but not necessarily be her friend either. Just in my opinion. But two, if they gonna address each other, I want to know why Knuckles had an issue with Fly 9 doing the interview. She did speak on the Vanity Sisters, and I did want to go over that real quick. She did say that she felt somewhat bad because obviously she seen that she did too much. You know, as she's watching it back, she could have let them out with a little leeway. She didn't have to go as hard on them like she was doing. So she did end up acknowledging that. And I think she only acknowledged that, just personally in my opinion, because of a lot of us is like, oh my God, like you doing the most. Like, it's not that deep. You know, it's not that serious for you to keep saying something to them. But she felt like she had to stand her ground because she didn't want nobody sneaking her. Okay, you know, I'm gonna let her run with that, you know, whatever, but I still feel like she did too much. It's simple, you know, but she did take accountability for, you know, doing too much. Now, baby, now, let me say this. When he asked her this question, I wish they wouldn't have just, like, flew past it like they did, or gave very much of like a AAVE answer. I wanted like a real answer. Like, no shade. I wanted like a real answer. So he asked her about fighting Big Ivory and turning besties with her. Fly Nine just mostly blamed it on herself. She was like, she think Ivory went back to South Central Baddies with the whole room situation, the way she was talking to her. And Fly Nine said that, she has different moods. You never know what you're going to get. So basically, she just did like the blame game on herself. But they quickly moved to the next question. I really wanted some insight on that. Like, how is your relationship now? Did y'all talk about the fight? Did y'all say like, hey, we'll never do that again? Like, I needed more. I wanted more. She just kind of like brushed over it, like, yeah, I had did too much, but okay, let's move forward. And I needed more from her because I'm just like, y'all actually got to fight. Like, y'all got to fist fight twice. You elevated off the ground. Like, I need more context. I need more details to how y'all got over there. Now y'all best friends. Like, how did y'all even get to the point of being best friends? Like, I need all that, but she didn't give that to us. They also spoke on Baddies, and I feel as though she's like one of the first people on Now That's TV that, besides Naj, that I've heard say this. Like, she don't necessarily want to be on Baddies. She don't necessarily want to transition over to Baddies. She feels like she has more than enough motion going on with Now That's TV and everything outside of Now That's TV, where she don't have to be a quote-unquote baddie, and she's not finna go audition. If they see her on the internet and they like her and they want her, she'll go over there, and do Baddies. But other than that, she's not thirsty to be on Baddies. And I thought that was something because, as y'all know, a lot of people want to be a baddie. A lot of people go to Now That's TV trying to transition over, make their name on Now That's TV and transition over to Baddies. Or people just try to do Baddies altogether and just do Baddies. But I thought that was, a little different because I haven't heard somebody say honestly out of their mouth, like, I don't want to be a baddie, or that's not for me, or like, that's not a goal of mine when it comes to this Now That's TV stuff. Oh, when it comes to this reality TV stuff. The goal is usually always Zeus. The goal is usually always Zeus. It's not ever anything else. So I was like, oh, okay, like, that's different. And she does have a lot of motion. Now, something else that's going on in the Now That's TV world is this young and reckless cast. I looked all up and down Instagram to see the cast. Did not see a cast. From what they said, the final picks, none of the girls was on there. Fly Nine wasn't on there. Baby Tyson wasn't on there. I don't even think Ivory was on there. But T-Lo said he has 2 more calls to make, and I hope one of those calls was to Fly Nine. I definitely want Fly Nine to be on the next season of Young and Reckless. I think this should be great on that show. But that's all I got for y'all in this one. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I'm going to see y'all in the next one, babes. Mwah. Bye.